Hello and welcome to Highlander Talk. I'm Jason Greer, the voice of Highlander Baseball, and joining us today is the three-time 13-6A MVP, 2023 graduate, and current member of the Tennessee Volunteers, Brayden Sharp. Brayden, thanks for joining us, my friend.
No problem. Thank y'all for having me.
So we're sitting here at Scotland Yard. It's about to open up the skies here and rain on us. It's a gloomy December day. Kind of set the scene for everyone. Brayden, this is kind of where everything started, all through high school. 4-year varsity player, correct?
Yes, sir.
Reflecting back here as we sit and look at this beautiful field, they just redid the grass.
Yes.
How did not just the baseball program, but the Woodlands High School, how do you feel between the academics and the athletics prepared you for that next big leap to the University of Tennessee?
Just the school and the academics and the athletics have prepared me immensely for it. Some may say over prepared me. College is hard, but it's not as hard as some of the teachers make it out to be in high school. And then Coach Eastman here just always taught me to be a leader, and that's carried on through college so far with me.
Yeah, I can't say enough about what Coach Eastman does, and through a lot of the conversations him and I had last year was the skills, the life skills, and the talking, the expectations at the next level, what's going to happen, and you feel that as you step in. I used to do the same thing as I was a teacher. I would hype up college a lot more than it was, and you feel like that you're taking that big leap.
Yes.
And then you get there and you land, and it's more of like just a small step.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you feel at home, you feel prepared. Last season, 2023 in the spring, man, we had an incredible run. I called just about every game, saw just about every time you pitched. Through all of that, what was the most memorable performance, either on the mound, in the field, biggest game that you felt was something to walk away from and you'll remember it for forever?
I know beating Rockwall was 100%, I'd say, the most memorable series. Not just Game 1, Game 2, or Game 3, the whole entire series. The year before, last year, 2022 season, they knocked us off. I know everyone felt a little bitter about that. And then just their talking about how they're going to beat us again this year. I had a little bit of a flu game the first game. Didn't realize I was going to end up playing it probably until about 2 hours before the game. But we went out there, we competed, and then it paid off, and we beat them.
Yeah, we were there. We were in the booth, and we saw, like, when you took the mound, it was like there's a movie with Kevin Costner, For the Love of the Game,
mm-hmm.
and he has a moment in that movie where he's talking about clear the mechanism, and his face just...
Yes.
And we noticed, and I made comments about it, when you stepped out there, you could tell I'm here, and I'm here to win, and I'm gonna put this team on my back, and it's gonna get done. Mm-hmm. And I applaud you for that. That was an outstanding performance last year. And I put that in my notes that if you didn't go that way,
yes.
that was ours when we saw that. And it was incredible. And it's a memory that my daughter's here with us, that we took that trip that we'll share forever.
Yes.
And thank you for that. That was it was a great memory, a great game all around. So moving forward, you're at Knoxville, University of Tennessee. What's life like in Knoxville? Walk us through how school's going. What did the fall season look like? I know you guys had an inter-squad
mm-hmm.
World Series.
Yes.
I saw some of that on Instagram. How did that turn out? And how do you feel going into this season?
Yeah, going into the season, Vitello has been very high on this team so far. He's saying it could possibly easily be better than last year's team, which last year's team made it to Omaha, which is hard to do, be better than that. But academics-wise also, it's going very well. First semester, like I said, teachers hype up in high school, hype up college to be a lot more than what it really is. So when you get there, you kind of get to take a deep breath and be like, all right, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
So what academically? What are you pursuing?
Business management.
Business management. Mm-hmm. Do you have we all want baseball to work,
mm-hmm. Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But you hear the old phrase, what's the backup plan?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you see in 3 years, 4 years if baseball doesn't pan out? Where do you see yourself?
I want to try to be a professional sports agent not just baseball. I'm knowledgeable in every single sport, and I just don't want my brain to go to waste, basically, with that stuff.
There you go. That was that was me like 30 years ago. I love sports. It was I was spread out. I was a Celtics fan. I was a Broncos fan, and born and raised a Cardinal fan.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't all one place,
Yes.
but I always wanted to be down that path somehow, some way, and that's excellent. Shoot for it, make it happen. If you're not playing, it'll happen.
Yes, sir.
Put it there.
Mm-hmm.
So in the spring, we were just talking about Coach Vitello's expectations and what he sees and what he thinks this team's going to accomplish. What do you feel like your role is going to be? Do you think it's going to be more on the mound? Do you think, as a freshman coming in, that's hard to break through? Or do you see yourself in the field? Or option C, are we going 2 ways? Do you think there's room for that?
Eventually, Vitello told me he sees me doing both, being hopefully Friday starter than being in the field the rest of the weekend. But this year as a freshman, it's going to be a lot easier to pitch on this staff. I'm probably going to be a bullpen guy this year, eat up some innings, hopefully make my way to like a Sunday role possibly. But running wise, he said I'll probably get a couple bags here or there, and then just from there, just kind of evaluate the next couple years.
Are you just going with the attitude to contribute?
Yes,
and
exactly.
Your name's called, step up and shine.
Whatever I can do to help the team win.
And that's gonna. He puts you out there once and you shine. You'll be his go-to guy.
Yes.
I mean that's fantastic. All right. Have a little fun here. I've noticed on Instagram the 49ers, good team. I would say they were probably, me growing up, they were my number 2 because I love Joe Montana. How did that come to fruition? How are you a Niners fan?
So I'm originally from Roseville, California, which is just outside of Sacramento.
Yeah.
And so I've always grown up a San Francisco Giants fan and a 49ers fan and then a Sacramento Kings fan. So,
the Kings. Back in the day when they were making their runs.
Yes. They're finally starting to make their run again.
They're back again.
These last couple of years.
It's taken a few years, but they're back there.
Yeah.
Giants. So speaking of the Giants, were you deflated when Ohtani didn't go that route, or are you more of, I'd rather see the $700 million somewhere else?
A little torn in half. Obviously, you want Ohtani. You can't say no to him. But we just signed Young Lee too. I'm not mad about that signing at all. Probably one of the best KBO players ever. Yeah. So not mad about that at all. But like I said, it's hard to say goodbye to Ohtani, especially when you offer the same exact contract as the Dodgers. So,
well, Melvin, right, took the head coach.
Yes.
And Melvin has, I would say, 6 degrees of separation here to the Woodlands, because David Macias was his first base coach who played here, and his name's on that wall, along with several others as well. Be interesting to see if David shows up in San Francisco as well, if he stays in San Diego with my old guy, Mike Schilt, which is a funny story there. He came into the Cardinals when I did.
Gotcha.
And I met him a few times in passing. And just to see someone like that succeed at that level was impressive. It's like watching these guys that have all come through here the last 25 years. And I'm confident we'll see your name on that board.
Let's hope. That's the goal.
And that's I'd love to see that happen. I'm confident in your abilities and your skills that it's there. And you'll shine.
Thank you.
You got anything you want to throw out there and plug that's behind you?
I mean, just all the teammates that I had here. Just thank y'all for leading me, showing me the way throughout these 4 years. Made some of my best friends out here. Some of the best memories I could have ever made. And then my parents just sitting up in the stands and watching every single game. My biggest fans. I just want to say thank y'all to them too.
All right, Brayden, appreciate you taking the time to visit with us. Can't wait to see you in action as a Tennessee Volunteer. Wish you continued success on the diamond. And you can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Jason Greer, PXP, stands for Play by Play. And make sure to follow Legacy Sports Network for our broadcasts, interviews, news, and updates throughout the 2024 high school baseball season.